Welcome to Focus on Why. I'm Amy Rowlinson, your host. Join me to explore the compelling stories, profound insights, and captivating experiences shared by my guests from all over the world, focusing on the importance of why these relatable, uplifting, and inspiring conversations will empower, motivate, and guide you to create your own purposeful way of life. Have a purpose, have a plan, focus on why. Do you truly understand the power of a focus on why in business? Are your employees fully engaged? Do they consider their work meaningful? Or does your organisation have purpose gaps? Focusing on key areas of employee engagement, contribution, fulfilment, well-being and purpose, all of which have proven links to increased productivity and profitability, I deliver inspiring, mesmerising and captivating talks and workshops providing clear, actionable steps to take. To discuss your specific business needs, reach out to me via the link in the show notes and together we can plug those purpose gaps. Hi, I'm Amy Rowlinson, your host for this podcast. After every 5 insightful interviews, I will bring you a solo episode, just like the one you're listening to right now. And this is titled Reflections with Actions. In this episode, I revisit my recent conversations with my guests, delving deeper into the impactful moments that have resonated with me. I explore their significance, consider how they apply to my own journey, and outline the steps I plan to take as a result. Finally, I turn the focus to you, posing thought-provoking questions to help you reflect on how some of these insights might be meaningful for you in your own life, and to consider what your reflections with actions are from the last 5 extraordinary, purpose-driven people. So let's dive straight in. First up today is episode 442, Making Intentional Choices with Dr. Hannah Roberts. As founder of Intentional Careers, author of Intentional Careers for STEM Women, and host of global podcast Women in STEM Career and Confidence, Dr. Hannah Roberts is an award-winning coach on a mission to eradicate inequity in the workplace by guiding professionals design careers for fulfillment with a mindset for leadership to build progressive workplace cultures where every individual feels valued. She is uniquely positioned as a scientist, mum of 3, with a background in corporate and academia. Are you seeking more fulfillment and intentionality in your career? Hannah reveals how aligning your natural talents with your career values can lead to mastery and joy. In this episode, she discussed personal accountability, the importance of female role models in STEM, and overcoming imposter syndrome. She envisions a world where everyone is equally valued and respected for their contributions. From the benefits of quarterly reflection to blending creativity with logic and science and the pursuit of gender parity, Hannah paves the way to meaningful change through making intentional choices. One of the most compelling themes from this conversation is the emphasis on intentionality in career choices. The need for individuals, especially women in STEM, to continue to make intentional decisions about their careers rather than allowing their paths to be dictated by circumstance or external expectations. This insight is particularly potent when she says, lots of people have these careers where we actively step onto something, but then it just sort of naturally unfolds in front of you and the next opportunity presents itself to you. And before long, you haven't actually made any intentional choices in your career for quite some time. Hannah's reflection will resonate with you if you find yourself on autopilot in your career journey. The imperative to regain intentionality, redefine what success means to you today, not based on outdated perceptions, is a powerful reminder that you are the architect of your path. This involves periodically reflecting on your goals, aligning your actions with your values, and making conscious choices that propel you towards your vision of success. Another critical theme that emerges from this conversation is the significant impact of role models in STEM. Hannah shares her personal experience of realising the dearth of female role models in formal academic positions. In a department of over 200 people, only 5 of those were women, she said. And of those 5, only 2 had young children. So that kind of left me questioning, is this even possible for me? And I stepped into what you and me call superwoman mode, spinning so many plates. Hannah's experience is a microcosm of the broader systemic issue of gender disparity in STEM fields. The lack of visible, relatable role models can create an environment of doubt and disillusionment, making it challenging for women to envision long-term careers in STEM. Moreover, the advice she received on balancing motherhood and a scientific career points to the unrealistic and often harmful expectations placed on women to perform without support or acknowledgement of their unique challenges. Reflecting on these two themes and discussing the film Oppenheimer and book and TV series Lessons in Chemistry, these both reminded me to finally watch Hidden Figures. First though, did you watch Oppenheimer? Both Hannah and I did, and it's a great film. However, it wasn't until recording this podcast episode that Hannah made me aware of its complete lack of representation of women in STEM in the 1940s, despite the fact that many accomplished female scientists contributed to the Manhattan Project. Media representation matters. Both Lessons in Chemistry and Hidden Figures highlight the issue of women in STEM in the 1960s. Hidden Figures is a brilliant film which highlights the vital role of women, especially black women in STEM. Despite the racial and gender discrimination they faced, it tells the inspiring true story of Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan and Mary Jackson, brilliant mathematicians at NASA who overcame systemic barriers to contribute to groundbreaking space missions. Their resilience in the face of segregation, unequal opportunities and exclusion underscores the importance of perseverance, self-advocacy and continuous learning in male-dominated fields. Hidden Figures serves as a powerful reminder that diversity drives innovation and that breaking racial and gender barriers is essential for progress in science and technology. The film continues to inspire women to pursue STEM careers with confidence and purpose, shaping a more inclusive future. But we're now in 2025. To achieve gender parity, not only do we need to acknowledge women's contribution in STEM today, we need to recognise all those women silently trailblazing from yesteryear. Hannah envisions a world where everyone is equally valued and respected for their contributions. Let's work together towards achieving that vision. To all the amazing women in STEM, the world needs your brilliance. How do you think media representation impacts the perception and aspirations of women in science and technology fields? To foster intentionality in your career choices and amplify the presence and impact of role models to drive substantial positive change, I propose some actionable steps for you to take. Conduct regular self-regulation and career audits. Set aside time every quarter to reflect on career goals, values, and progress. Asking yourself, have my career aspirations evolved? Are my current roles and responsibilities aligned with my long-term goals? What steps can I take to align more closely with my vision of success? Engage in exercises similar to the head and heart alignment exercise with the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals, which was mentioned by Hannah. This will help clarify your career values and ensure you remain on a path that satisfies both your logical aspirations and your emotional fulfillment. Mentor and advocate for others. Actively seek opportunities to mentor and support underrepresented groups in your field. Whether through formal mentorship programs or informal support, becoming a role model can create a ripple effect of empowerment and inspiration. Share your journey, including the struggles and the triumphs, to provide a realistic picture of career pathways. Advocate for systemic changes in your organisation that support diversity and inclusivity, such as improved maternity leave policies or flexible working conditions. Build and leverage your networks. Create and participate in networks that support women in STEM. These can be within your organisation, through professional societies or online communities. Networks provide platforms for sharing resources, advice and opportunities, and they establish a sense of solidarity and shared purpose. Join or create affinity groups aimed at supporting underrepresented demographics in your field. And attend conferences, webinars and workshops that focus on diversity and inclusion in STEM. Invest in your ongoing professional development to stay relevant and adaptable in your field. This could involve pursuing additional certifications, attending workshops, or engaging in collaborative projects that push your boundaries. Identify the skills that are emerging in your field and take proactive steps to acquire them. Encourage and support others in your community to pursue their professional development too. By taking deliberate actions to reflect on your career choices, mentor others, build supportive networks, and invest in your ongoing education, you can move towards realising Hannah's vision of a world where every individual is valued and respected for their contributions, and to create a more inclusive and equitable STEM field. Next up is episode 443, Sense of Aliveness with Claire Auchmuty. Claire is a professional relationship and divorce coach dedicated to guiding individuals through the emotional complexities of relationship breakdowns. Inspired by her own tumultuous divorce, she helps clients gain clarity and empowerment by understanding the underlying dynamics at play. She emphasises that not all relationship struggles must lead to separation. Healing is often possible. With over 36 years in nursing, including paediatrics and emergency medicine, Claire brings a unique blend of empathy and analytical insight to her coaching. She believes in the power of asking the right questions to unlock new possibilities and foster transformation. Drawing from her personal journey post-divorce, she highlights self-discovery, resilience, and purposeful living as essential to navigating life's transitions. Her approach is rooted in hope, kindness, and emotional stability, inspiring others to embrace personal growth and sustainable relationships. Our conversation explored profound themes of authenticity, hope, and transformation in the context of relationship coaching. Two key areas stood out for me: the role of authenticity in personal growth and the transformative power of hope in navigating change. Claire's journey of reclaiming her maiden name symbolises her commitment to authenticity, aligning personal and professional identity with inner truth. She emphasises that authenticity is not static, but an evolving process of peeling back societal conditioning to uncover your true values and desires. This raises an important question. How often do you silence your authentic self due to fear or societal expectations? To translate this into action, you might consider an authenticity audit, a reflection on personal relationships, career, and self-development to identify areas where actions may not align with your core values. Are there moments where you compromise your true self to conform? Setting small, actionable goals such as honest conversations, setting boundaries, or making value-driven choices can help bridge these gaps and lead to a more fulfilling life. The second theme is a power of hope. Claire describes hope as oxygen for the soul, a force that fuels resilience and renewal, particularly during life-altering transitions like divorce. She explains that hope is not merely an emotional comfort, but a catalyst for envisioning and crafting a new life narrative. Claire's story illustrates how hope has driven her personal evolution, from career shifts to redefining her identity post-divorce, encouraging you to assess the role of hope in your own life. A practical way to nurture hope is by creating a hope map, a visual or written outline of long-term goals with incremental steps to achieve them. This structured approach transforms daunting transitions into manageable, purposeful journeys. Additionally, surround yourself with a supportive community or seek mentorship, because these can reinforce a hopeful mindset, providing you with motivation and alternative perspectives. Claire's coaching philosophy also underscores hope as a shared journey. By empowering clients to find their voice, she demonstrates how offering and receiving support amplifies hope's impact. Engaging in meaningful conversations with trusted individuals about personal aspirations and challenges can spark new insights and affirm commitments to growth. Reflecting on our discussion, Claire's insights into authenticity and hope are more than personal reflections. They serve as universal calls to action. By embracing authenticity, we align our lives with our true selves, and by fostering hope, we turn adversity into opportunity. Whether through an authenticity audit or a hope map, these intentional steps can lead you to profound transformation, helping you to navigate life with greater purpose and clarity. Ultimately, Claire's work and this conversation align my podcast's intention to create ripple effects of positive change. By nurturing authenticity and hope, we not only enrich our own lives, but we also seek to inspire and uplift those around us. This brings me to episode 444, Drive Sustainable Change with Iryna Manukovska. Iryna's role is as a VP of Innovation and is dedicated to making innovation work across tech companies. With an MSc in Applied Mathematics, she has experience spanning the service, marketing and entertainment industries. Passionate about bringing fresh perspectives, Iryna focuses on building systems that drive sustainable growth. Beyond her corporate role, Iryna is a mentor and guest lecturer supporting micro and women entrepreneurs. A dedicated Lego enthusiast and avid family hiker, she also pursues a second career as a contemporary interdisciplinary artist. Her work blends abstract painting with open-ended questions and philosophical essays, sparking deep inner dialogue. In this episode, curiosity, sustainable change, and personal balance stood out, particularly the significance of sustainable change in organisations and maintaining balance in both personal and professional life. These themes not only reflect Iryna's professional focus, but also offer valuable lessons for you for personal growth. Iryna's approach to sustainable change management is rooted in achieving transformation without losing an organisation's essence or alienating its workforce. We find ourselves in an era of rapid technological advancements and market shifts, and this iterative process allows for continuous evolution while honouring the past. Iryna's perspective is shaped by personal experiences, including overcoming imposter syndrome and embracing self-improvement, paralleling the organisational transformations she champions. This understanding encourages leaders to see evolution as an enhancement rather than a disruption, paving the way for smoother transitions and more engaged teams. On a personal level, Iryna highlights the importance of balance, navigating the interplay between freedom and responsibility. Balancing personal freedom, professional commitments, and familial roles requires a deep understanding of your values. This balance is dynamic, evolving with life circumstances, and necessitates flexibility and intentional decision-making. While curiosity and adventure bring excitement, too much freedom can create anxiety due to an overwhelming array of choices. Establishing personal traditions or anchor points provides stability, creating consistency amidst life's unpredictability. Her parenting approach further reinforces the theme of balance, allowing her children autonomy while offering necessary guidance. This model extends beyond parenting to leadership and mentoring, where fostering innovation while providing support can create thriving environments. Similarly, her insights on generational diversity in the workplace highlight the need for empathy and inclusion, recognizing the value of different perspectives in fostering innovation and understanding. We are currently experiencing a unique era where 5 generations coexist in the workplace, each bringing their own perspectives, skills, and experiences. Iryna explored how these diverse generations can contribute to meaningful collaboration and purposeful innovation, highlighting the invaluable perspectives younger generations bring, particularly their natural inclination towards disruption. However, she also emphasised that empathy and a genuine interest in understanding different viewpoints are critical to leveraging this diversity effectively. This sentiment aligns with a discussion I attended last year at the MD to MD conference, where 2 Generation Z speakers led an engaging session on the biases, assumptions and prejudices often directed at their generation in the workplace. They skillfully dispelled many myths with data and compelling arguments, showcasing the importance of moving beyond stereotypes to foster mutual respect and understanding. Generational stereotypes, while often tempting for their simplicity, can lead to reductionist thinking that risks creating division and toxicity in the workplace. Sweeping generalizations overlook the nuanced experiences and contributions of individuals within each age group. Instead, create a culture that understands and embraces generational dynamics, as this can lead to a host of benefits, such as enhanced collaboration, diverse consumer insights, innovation through perspective, and empathy and inclusion. Organisations can harness the power of a multi-generational workforce by encouraging open communication, tailoring development to diverse career goals, challenging generational stereotypes through education and training, and promoting two-way intergenerational mentorship. These efforts create an environment where innovation thrives for all 5 generations. What strategies could you implement to encourage cross-generational dialogue and teamwork in your workplace? From the 2 themes I've covered from Iryna's episode, there are some actionable steps which emerge for both professional and personal growth. Embrace sustainable change. Build on existing strengths while introducing innovation. Engage teams in the change process to enhance commitment and reduce resistance. Establish personal rituals. Create routines that anchor you, whether in professional settings, such as team meetings with a creative twist, or personal habits like a Sunday morning walk or Sunday pancakes like Iryna. Encourage curiosity and adventure. Foster an environment that rewards exploration, leading to new insights and growth. Balance freedom with responsibility. Align your choices with your core values while considering their broader impact. Finally, leverage generational insights to encourage intergenerational collaboration in the workplace and enhance learning and adaptability. By reflecting on these themes and integrating them into your daily practices, individuals and organisations can navigate modern complexities with greater clarity and purpose. Next up is episode 445, Human Business Thinking with Bryony Thomas. Bryony is the author and founder of Watertight Marketing and one of the country's foremost thinkers on sales and marketing. She's an in-demand speaker for audiences from conferences to boardrooms, talking about how to scale up sales results in sustainable steps. She powerfully maps out how marketing, sales and service need to work together to deliver long-term profits. With memorable analogies and a way of painting pictures in people's minds, Bryony's conference session is always the one that people remember. Reflecting on the enlightening conversation I had with Bryony, several threads revealed themselves as potential subjects for reflection with action. Among those are the concepts of commercial karma and the significance of creating meaningful work. My reflection not only delves into the synthesis of these ideas, but also proposes actionable strategies to embody these insights in our personal and professional lives. Bryony spoke so passionately about commercial karma and her belief that treating people decently should be a core business strategy. I agree. This idea resonates deeply in the current business climate, where ethical concerns and social responsibility are no longer beneficial options, but essential components of successful and sustainable business models. Bryony describes the owner-founders of scaling businesses as incredibly inspiring individuals who often prioritise the well-being of their employees over personal financial gain. This speaks to a driving force beyond profit, the desire to leave the world in a better state than they found it. It suggests a shift from a purely capitalist perspective to a more inclusive, human-centric approach to business. In every industry, there is potential to balance the drive for profit with a moral imperative to positively impact society. This alignment can elevate a company from merely being profitable to being purposeful. Bryony's reflection on her career phases, from rebellion against her upbringing to a quest for external validation, ultimately leads her back to a focus on contentment, happiness, and meaningful work. This arch from personal growth to professional evolution is something I can relate to. Can you? The journey from seeking financial stability to finding a deeper sense of purpose highlights a critical point: the necessity for business and individuals to remain agile and responsive to internal values and external changes. Here are some ways that you could embrace this human-centric business practice. Begin by reassessing the core values of your business or role. Are they centred around uplifting, supporting, and positively impacting your team and community? Identify ways this human-centric approach can be integrated or enhanced in daily operations and long-term strategies. Develop a company culture where employees feel safe to share their ideas and are encouraged to contribute to the business's mission. Use surveys and regular feedback sessions to understand what employees find meaningful about their work and strive to enhance these elements. To implement commercial karma, adopt a policy of transparency and integrity in all business dealings. Trust is the foundation of karma, so clear, honest communication with stakeholders will set the tone for a reputable business. Engage in community-oriented projects or collaborations that seek to give back. This reinforces the business's commitment to societal well-being and strengthens relationships with local communities. Educate your team about the importance of ethical business practices and the long-term benefits of nurturing relationships over short-term gains. Promote meaningful work. Reflect personally and organisationally on what constitutes meaningful work within your context. Consider holding workshops or brainstorming sessions where employees can express what meaningful work means to them. This is a service I provide and facilitate workshops for organisations to create these opportunities for personal and professional growth within an organisation. Understanding what constitutes meaningful work encourages continual learning and the pursuit of individual passions, which aligns with your organisational goals. It's critical to recognise and celebrate the impact and efforts of all your employees. Acknowledging any achievement, regardless of size, initiates a culture that values every contribution as part of the larger purpose. If you feel your organisation could benefit from a meaningful work session that I facilitate, then please do reach out to me today. My contact details are in the show notes. How about exploring new paradigms and possibilities? Following Bryony's contemplation on what to name the next phase of her life, take time to ponder what your next personal, professional phase might be. What are the defining characteristics? What actions will you take to begin the next chapter? Encourage creativity and innovation in exploring future projects or business models that align with a purposeful path. This can involve diversifying product lines or entering new markets that emphasize sustainability and positive societal impact. Aligning business practices with the ethos of commercial karma and striving for meaningful work will transform your business and the lives of those who interact with you. By integrating these insights, you adapt to market demands and you contribute to a more conscious, harmonious, and thriving world. It's a win-win for all. My final reflection today turns to episode 446, Core and Strategy with Heather Wright. Heather Wright has spent over 25 years empowering individuals, teams, and organisations to transform their lives and businesses. An expert in neuropsychology, behaviour, and influence, she delivers practical, teachable tools to drive real change. Known for her engaging style and humour, she inspires innovation and breakthrough thinking. A sought-after speaker, she's worked with major clients like Rolls-Royce, Jaguar Land Rover, and Pepsi Lipton International. Heather is also a published author, a black belt in 4 martial arts, and a beekeeper. She's married with 2 children and continues to inspire growth and success worldwide. Are you ready to question everything? Well, in this conversation, that's exactly what Heather asked you to do. Together, we explored character goals, critical thinking, and the balance between core values and strategic action, how who you are shapes what you do. Through engaging anecdotes, Heather shared how neuropsychology helped her rewire her brain, overcome overthinking, to embrace critical thinking. To live with purpose and impact, Heather proposes you cultivate curiosity, confront tough questions, and rethink your approach to identity and personal growth. In this episode, Heather provided a rich exploration of purpose, reflection, and personal development, and brought a nuanced perspective on the concept of purpose, elaborating on how it could sometimes be an overwhelming question for many people. With our shared obsession of language, with my degree being in linguistics, one topic Heather brought up was the way that we communicate and how we have at least 4 different goals when having a conversation. Understanding conversation goals, topic, relationship, identity, and resolution is crucial for engaging in meaningful discussions that drive clarity, connection, and purpose. These elements help ensure your conversations are not just exchanges of words, but opportunities for deeper understanding and progress. Focusing on the topic ensures discussions remain purposeful and relevant. By engaging with meaningful subject matter, conversations become more than small talk. They serve as a platform for learning, idea sharing, and growth. Staying focused prevents distractions and allows you to explore issues in depth. The relationship goal emphasizes trust and connection. Conversations are more effective when they promote understanding, mutual respect, and collaboration. Whether personal or professional, strong relationships built through dialogue create an environment where people feel heard and valued and reinforce a sense of belonging. Identity plays a crucial role in shaping how we express ourselves and are perceived. Conversations help you reinforce your values, articulate your perspectives, and align your discussions with core beliefs, which foster authenticity and confidence. And finally, resolution. This drives conversation towards meaningful outcomes. Whether seeking agreement, clarity, or problem solving, productive discussions should aim to bring direction and purpose. By keeping these goals in mind, conversations become a powerful tool for growth, transformation, and purposeful action. To align your values with this purposeful action and create meaningful change, Heather suggests you focus on your core and strategy. She likens one's core identity to the centre of a donut, the constant throughout life's changes. And that's a type of a donut with the jam in it, not the ring donut. Otherwise, your core would be empty. And her metaphor underscores that while the strategies or outer manifestations might evolve, your core should remain steadfast. Heather suggests that your identity should not be defined solely by your experiences or material possessions, but by who you choose to be. Reflecting on this metaphor, I find it particularly enlightening and actionable. Many people often struggle with the concept of purpose because it feels too vast or undefined. And Heather's approach offers an alternative pathway to break down this larger philosophical concept into more tangible elements of identity and strategy. When she discusses the difference between the core and the strategy, she highlights the importance of aligning your external actions with your internal values and beliefs. This raises an imperative to clearly define your core identity. What are the values and beliefs that truly define who you are? This is not something that can be encapsulated in a simple quote or a fleeting thought or a soundbite. It requires deep reflection and continuous reevaluation. I work with my coaching clients to uncover their core values, as this gives them clarity and direction. The sessions are transformative, and I offer one-to-one value sessions which will help you to gain clarity on what truly matters, make more aligned decisions in your life and work, boost confidence and self-awareness, and strengthen your relationships by understanding what truly drives you. You'll also get crystal clear on what really matters, as your values are your foundation of who you are and what you do. And when you align your life with them, everything else falls into place. If you want to have a one-to-one value session with me, again, reach out. My details are in the show notes. As part of reflecting on your core, create a personal mission statement. This will encapsulate your core values, your purpose, and the way that you wish to manifest these elements out in the world. Revisiting this statement regularly will help you ensure that your strategies, the actions that you take in your daily life, remain aligned with your core identity. It becomes easier to tweak strategies knowing that they serve your core, rather than reshaping the core to fit the strategies. Heather also delved into the nuances of overthinking and critical thinking, a topic that resonated deeply with me. Often my thoughts swirl into overthinking, leading to feelings of overwhelm. And our conversation encourages a shift towards critical thinking, which is much more productive and purposeful. To address overthinking, you might want to implement one of these strategies. Mindfulness practice. Heather's insights propel me to incorporate more mindful practices into my daily routine. Engaging in daily mindful exercises like meditation help anchor your thoughts and prevent the drift into excessive rumination. How about journaling? Keeping a journal serves as an outlet for all those thoughts that otherwise could spiral into overthinking. Writing provides clarity and can transform chaotic thoughts into coherent insights, and this practice aligns well with Heather's emphasis on understanding the self deeply. Seeking feedback. Another actionable step is seeking feedback on perception. As Heather mentioned, there will always be a discrepancy between how others perceive you and your own self-perception. By actively seeking feedback from trusted friends or mentors, you can gain insights into potential gaps between your core intentions and how they manifest in the real world through your habits. With these insights, you can make the necessary adjustments to those habits. Building on those adjustments of habits, Heather also highlighted the importance of character goals, which she values over material achievements, as this perspective shifts the focus from what you want to own or accomplish to the kind of person you aspire to become. Timeless attributes like integrity, kindness, and empathy offer deep and lasting fulfillment. A practical way to develop your character goals is by modelling them on people you hold in high esteem. These could be family members, friends, mentors, work colleagues, public figures, or even the remarkable hidden figures I mentioned earlier. Identify the particular qualities that inspire you and take intentional steps to embody them. Who will you choose to emulate? What specific character traits do you respect them for? How might your life change as you embrace and express these qualities? My final takeaway for you today is one I believe I've demonstrated to you consistently throughout this episode. Reflection with action leads to deeper understanding and meaningful living. So with that mic drop moment, until next time, it's over and out from me. What value have you gained from tuning in to Focus on Why today? What are your reflections with actions? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or via LinkedIn and share how Focus on Why has made a difference to you. Your feedback not only will inspire others, but will help them to discover how Focus on Why has created powerful ripple effects. Let's continue the conversation. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook or X, join the Focus on Why Facebook group, and sign up for my weekly newsletter, Friday Focus, to keep in touch. All the links are in the show notes. Have a purpose, have a plan, focus on why.